Welcome to part 72 of Woe to America, Woe to the Nations, and Woe to Babylon, August the 30th, 2024. And this may be my last video for this morning, but I want to get back into what I was just saying about don't talk about people behind their backs. I don't talk to people, but I have one person I was confiding in and going to on a regular basis. Let me put it that way. I had a couple other people I went to for prayer, but I have one person that I was actually confiding in and talking to because I was worried about people. When I was trying to understand people. So I went to him and I talked to him. And I called and talked to him. I'll put it that way. Still form of going to him and talking to him, and he called me a busybody because I was wanting prayer for them and trying to understand why they did what they did. I wasn't trying to be no busybody. He was the only person I was talking to. How was that a busybody? I'm not talking to 100 people. I come to you. We're not supposed to sit in the council of the ungodly. So I went to somebody that I thought was an elder and that might be able to give me some kind of advice because I was having a tough time dealing and got called a busybody for my problem, for my efforts. That stung a lot. How am I a busybody? I ain't talking to nobody. You can't be a busybody if you ain't on the what they used to call those one thing, the party line. Yeah. Talking to everybody. I don't talk to everybody. I don't even like talking to people. To be honest, y'all annoy me. I can't stand how you treat the Lord. There's the truth. So you get on my nerves. So when you say stuff I don't like, I want to smack you. But I don't smack you because I love you and I just say, Jesus, do something. I go into my little box in my mind and I start praying. And sometimes I just walk away from people. Because I can't. But sometimes I get angry and I do say stuff. I say scriptures that pop in my head. And I just go ahead and I give it to them. I'm like, yeah. Or I say stuff like, yeah, that's what Jesus would do. Because I'm a very sarcastic person. The Lord knew this when He said, go do these things. He knows how I'm going to respond before I do it. And if He don't want me to respond, He's not going to let me. Because He's God and He's bigger than me. And He understands. But He knows when something has to be spoken and He allows it. Now, if it's something I'm not supposed to do, He's going to correct it and He's going to stop me. Because He's God and He's big. He can inflate my tires. He can do that. I've seen Him inflate my tires, so I know He does that. I'm not even kidding about that. He does things. How much do you trust God? You may think that's an ignorant thing to trust Him with. I don't. I trust Him with everything. I trust Him with my personal safety. I trust Him with my life. I trust Him with your life. I trust Him with everybody that I care about. Everybody. Even people I haven't met yet. But I know is going to be part of my family in heaven. I trust him with everybody. Because he's God and he's great. And he is good. I'm not afraid of giants. I'm not afraid of these big elite people on this earth. Okay? There's just certain things that make me back into a corner. And I'm like, okay, I'm dealing with those issues. The Lord's dealing with those issues. He knows what they are. I'm not going to discuss it. No, it's not anything. I'm not afraid of poison or vipers or what have you. Because if it's God's will for me to be gone, I'm going to be gone. It don't matter what I'm doing or where I'm at. It really doesn't matter. But I know it's not his will because he's already told me. And I trust to what he has told me. Do you trust to what he's told you? Then act like it. Do what he's telling you to do. Stop being cowards. Stop being afraid to speak because you're afraid of what somebody's going to say to you. Who cares what they say to you? You better worry about what he's going to say to you if you don't do it. You know, such as depart from me, you worker of iniquity, for I never knew you. You know, some of us he's going to look at and say, didn't I tell you to do this? Where was you at on that? Look, right here it says, you walked away and did not do it. Yeah, right here in my book, it says, I give you this command on this day. And you said in your heart, well, I can't because they won't like that. And you walked away and you didn't do it. Stop being afraid of them. You're making them your giant. Stop being afraid of these little puny people that can't eat you unless they kill you first. Because if they bite you while you alive, you're going to slap them. Stop. I'm telling you right now, somebody bites me, it ain't going to be a slap. So don't be biting me while I'm alive. But anyways, well, you've been pre-warned. I will slug you if you bite me. So don't bite me. I don't bite people for several reasons. We ain't going to discuss those right now. Anyway, let's move on. Oh my God. Lord, don't even. I can't go down this road. But, yeah. My point with all this stuff has been, with the God songs and everything like that, it ain't about what I've done for that. I did that for the Lord. It had nothing to do with me. It was obedience to him because I love him. I didn't do anything. I didn't knock those stones down. I didn't have that kind of power. And no, it wasn't no explosive. Because, hello, I'm not that smart. But I could figure this out. If you chuck a box with an explosive in it on the ground, I'm pretty sure. Now, I'm not a professional. Don't hold me to this. But I'm pretty sure that there's going to be a crater in that ground wherever that explosive's at. Pretty sure. It's not going to be on the top of the capstone when the explosive is on the ground instead of on the top of it. Now, if the explosive had been put on the top of that, then yeah, your damage is going to be on the top. But they showed this video of this little scrawny man running in there with a box and sitting it on the ground next to the stone and running back out. Which was kind of dumb when you think about it. Hello? How stupid is that? There's surveillance cameras in there, dum-dum. Why wouldn't you go, like, spray paint the cameras or something first so that they can't see you coming? I mean, I'm not that big of a vandal or anything, and I'm not a professional thief or nothing, but I would at least try to put something over the camera lens. So I couldn't be caught on surveillance. Hello? I don't believe in destroying stuff like that, but the Lord told me to go walk around that. I didn't do that. He did it. Sorry, if you're going to hold anybody responsible, it's got to be him. Go ahead. Call him up and tell him to come stand trial. I want to see that one. Go ahead. I'm waiting. I'd like to see you put Jesus on trial and bring him here again. You already put him on trial once for crimes he didn't commit. I don't think he's going to be so still for this one. But anyways, the point is, he did it, not me. He did it. And you know what? I'm glad he did. I'm not going to lie about it. Those went against his word. And I hope he destroys everything that goes against his word. Every graven image in America. I hope he just totally crumbles it all some way. Every last one of them. I really do. I hope he destroys every last one of them. Because we should be worshiping him and not them. And you certainly should be being obedient to the Lord and not the devil. See, who do you think you're obeying when God tells you to go talk to somebody or to do something, and then that other little voice comes along and says, oh no, if you do that, they're going to be offended and they ain't going to like you no more. And you listen to that little voice that told you not to do it. Who do you think you're obeying? Well, it wasn't Jesus, so it only leaves the counterpart, which is Satan. So guess who you just obeyed? Who your daddy? I know what I'm talking about. There was times when I was froze by fear growing up because I was so shy and backward that I wouldn't go to people and tell them things God would tell me to tell them because I was afraid. Well, how are they going to react to that, Lord? They're going to think I'm weird. They're going to wonder how I know that stuff. And I've actually had people tell me, because they got mad at me for doing this, and say, you don't know what you're talking about. You don't know what you think you know. Well, I'm sorry. God knows what he's talking about. And if he tells me something, he knows it. Hello? I don't come of myself to you saying you did something. No, I'm not a false accuser. I know when God tells me something and I know it's true. Get over yourself. Get over yourself. I'm going to do at least one more video and we're going to get back into this video. But I'm telling you, obey God. Obey Jesus, not man. Stop being afraid of man. They can't hurt you. And if they bite you, you can slap them a little bit. Don't knock their teeth out or nothing, because they got to be able to eat. But just slap them and tell them quit that. Get you a switch, wear them out. If they're gonna act childish, you can whip them like a child. The Lord whipped them out the temple. See you in the next part.